Feature Friday.
The freshest. Alright, so this is really interesting because these are remakes versus originals, and
On
I
Bollywood.
didn't on Bollywood and Hindi music, Punjabi also. So
Hindi, Punjabi, Bollywood remake songs.
that's right.
Well,
so
let's give it a watch.
have a look.
I'd imagine there's some like old songs and then people remake them in the movies
that's
and
right.
stuff
That's
like that.
that's the whole point of
Now,
remakes.
do they become more popular have they become more popular in recent years, or were they more popular in their original form? Let's give it a watch.
I have no idea.
The Wafa, Yung, Tera, Maskura. Oh, Jubin, no.
Change of key as well. Kumar Sanu.
Well, like this.
I wish they would put the. Oh, it says here up here the remake year.
Left.
I was gonna say,
The previous one was
1995, 1993.
The previous one was 1992.
Right, I
So
hadn't
this one
realized.
was 93, yeah.
Okay. Jubin.
I like this version.
I like how they lifted the key as well. Just Jubin.
Well,
This is fun.
he was very busy last year into like he was making lots of
Yes.
music for movies, so
Yes.
no surprise then. But it is interesting then that a lot of the movies that had these songs were sort of remakes. So last year was sort of maybe a lot of songs were lots of remakes.
Well, that's actually quite clever if you think about it from a commercial standpoint, right? So you take something that has already been a mark on the, has already made a mark on the market, and then you reinvent it, relift it without being too far away from the original. That's why covers are popular.
That
'cause
definitely plays the whole
you know,
nostalgia thing as well, right?
Absolutely.
But I meant it more in the sense of movies.
Right, so they're
Are these
it
remakes-
re-included them.
Yeah, or are
Or
these like
the movies are being remade. Right,
I don't
right.
know. I don't know. Whichever way it is, it's quite interesting. I mean, it's happening in Hollywood as well, right? Like everything's fucking a remake now. It's like Jurassic Park 54 and fucking, you know what I mean? So it's like maybe it's happening as well there. Go on.
Yeah, it's definitely not a new phenomenon, that's for sure.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Wlsk, 91. Wasn't even born yet.
Oh, in 95.
4 years later.
That's clever. Oh, 3 times. I love this key though. It gave it so much more tension in the new key. Obviously, this is genius.
Mixing as well
yeah.
is different.
Genius thinking, but yeah.
Ataulakan.
That sir was really making some music. Oh, change of rhythm. Oh, sorry. Jubin.
Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan. We've seen this. What becomes very apparent is obviously obviously because of the change of mixing and mastering and things like that. Obviously, the percussion does become more prevalent in that sense. That's probably why these songs have become really popular. Is one of the things that I think happens really well in the Indian music industry is obviously the emphasis on musicality and percussiveness through obviously enhancing the sounds like the tabla and then many other instruments. So it's interesting that in the previous versions of this song, or the originals actually, there was less emphasis on percussiveness nature in the studio mixing, and then what's happened as the years have progressed, which is the opposite that has happened on the West, where percussion becomes less and less.
It has become
More
to
and
the
more.
foreground.
Yeah, that's
I actually think it also comes from the way of recording.
True,
a lot of it was live room recording, so you couldn't really focus on a group of instruments for isolated purposes, like you can do now. Obviously, analog recording. One take, one go,
so hard
baby.
to record back in the day, yeah.
That's gorgeous. 79. Sounds like a completely different song.
Well, I enjoy the original. It's a good looking woman. Featuring Jubin.
I would say that then T-Series has a huge say in the copyright. Like, because the songs are being remade and they're all under the same label. So it's actually quite nice to see them redone, reimagined, like revamped.
I think also, yeah, I
fan
mean,
favorites, nation favorites, revamped.
yeah. I mean, they certainly do have a ginormous hold in the music industry. T-Series in India. I mean, they are the biggest music company in the world in YouTube.
Question for those out there who actually know.
Yeah.
Have they always been T-Series, or is this like an evolution of a...
I've no idea, but what I did notice though in those previous videos, some of them still had the logo.
Right.
So maybe they
So
were.
they always have been, maybe.
I don't know. I don't know they're fucking big.
Yeah, well,
They have a
yeah.
hold on anything in India.
And everything. Rightfully so.
Hey, let's go. I'm a big fan of Jubin, man.
Me too. But you see, this is very light, live room recording.
Pull it back. Well, I like him.
Ooh, what a handsome guy.
Toma.
2020. Oh, his voice is so resonant.
We remade it a year after.
Oh. I wonder why. Deep.
Oh, I've heard that word. Ashiki. Oh, shit.
Oh my
This is
god.
Punjabi.
Yeah. It's just party after party. Lataman, Kishka. In the 60s, bro.
Well, that gives me World Cup vibes.
Oh my god,
Doesn't it? Like the song of the World Cup.
No, but you also the visuals in
Yeah.
the music video. That is so accurate.
Taula can again.
And a woman took over it. That's actually beautiful. How often do you see a female alto in the Indian music industry? At least not so much into what we have been discovering lately. Is always high sopranos. I love that. I love the inclusion of raspiness and a nice resonant chesty voice. That's really cool.
Yeah.
I wonder how popular that must have been.
What was the name of it?
Her name is Asfana Khan.
Yeah, I want to know more about her and the song
Yeah.
Joda.
That's nice.
Or
That's
Joda.
nice.
Joda.
Yoda.
I love her dance. I can sing. What the? Oh, it's that guy. I thought she was naked. They make everything brighter as they do remakes.
It's just more attention to detail, I think. That video literally screams 2005. Like
does.
you cannot hide it. Nice.
I like him.
He was very popular, wasn't he? Gosh.
How pop do you want to be? More pop.
More pop.
I'm surprised we haven't seen Sanam on here. Right?
Oh, yeah, great
because
point.
they love to do
Maybe
remakes.
because it's not
Well, they do
Bollywood.
covers,
They
right?
do these are
Yeah,
like
true.
the,
So
basically
basically like
that's
covers.
the same principle, right?
Yeah, well, I wonder why. Maybe they don't do many for movies, right? That's maybe
Or-
what it is.
I don't know.
Sanam is good.
Because they
bro.
do chart, right? Because
Yeah,
they
yeah,
do
they're
chart.
fucking
Maybe
famous,
they
mate.
do. Well, we're still number 19. Well,
Dude,
maybe.
Sanam had that cover we checked out had like 100 million views.
Oh yes.
If you don't chart with that, you're not charting with anything.
Oh, great point.
You know what I mean?
Ah, girl. I love the green screen here.
Well played. Big fan of this guy.
This man right here.
Yeah, 2.0 version. Oh, there she is.
But why? Why? That's my question.
Why would he remake his own song?
Yes.
Don't know. It's like a different year version, maybe.
Does anyone know why?
Yeah, why would he do that?
Because it's not the first time we're seeing it in the countdown.
True, go on.
Right?
Big fan of it.
Yeah, me too. Ooh! I like this version though.
Ooh, pull that back.
I like that version. Isn't that the year you were born? Ah, Tony Kaka.
First time where the original percussion was mixed in a manner which was more modernistic. Again, we are seeing late 90s mixing here.
Yes, indeed.
But the mixing, I actually enjoy much more
It's
this
a little
one.
bit more digitalized, I suppose.
The original. It's just more digital, but
This
I
is
like the
slowed
original.
down. I like the original too. 84.
you can add.
Oh yeah, we saw that.
That's what
It
it
became
is.
very popular.
What the fuck? Big 90s energy.
Oh, we love the 90s. Interesting, they took it down instead of bringing it up. This guy could sing reggaeton.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Like everyone just sort of turns it like like I'd imagine as well because this is why they become so popular. They're so like mainstream, such mainstream music
It
remakes.
is. Yes, but I love his vocal texture though. It's very nice. It's very rich.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
So it's very like ooh, but he could literally sing reggaeton.
The previous video of that song
Yes.
gives me xoxo el ocho energy.
Oh my God, you
don't know
got
what that
it.
is. It's
Yes.
like this South American series.
Oh my God,
Go on.
childhood. Oh, that's true. I love his voice.
Ooh, I like him.
Steady.
It's like a remix, you see.
Okay, but if it's a remix, it's fine.
Toma.
Alka Yaknik, she is legendary. See, this is cool because they use the same sample voice. Like they didn't change it or they didn't add somebody else to sing it. They maintained her voice and they just readjusted everything around her. I
Yeah.
love that. And
Okay.
this video is hot.
I have to say, the previous, put the original version. What a scene, mate.
I know, right? Like the rain
She
in her
fucking
face.
slapped him and then teases the shit out of him. He's like, oh, what the, hold on a second. Go on.
1994 and all that drama.
Toma.
And he stands there and takes it. Oh! See, how cool is that?
I think I actually like the original shit better. 19. Remake. Fuck it up.
Alright.
Okay.
Half died. Oh yes, this became so popular.
It's like on crack version.
Yeah,
On steroids.
literally. Love the
Whoa.
choreo. Take it up a notch. Let's go
It's
wild.
that guy again. He's the guy in Eros Now Music that says, watch
all my
Now
movies."
Yeah, and it's like fucking juiced up to the gills. Yeah.
What's his name?
I have no idea.
He's very rah.
It's not him.
Cavita, cavita, cavita. What a take!
It's so mainstream.
Ah, nice! 73. Ooh! Tudum, taka, tukudum. They're playing a bit songo. Songo in the place.
That's Songo. Well, kind of. So, xoxo, put Songo on so people can see why I'm reacting in this manner. So, Songo is very popular in South America.
Should I put congas songo?
Yeah.
Congas?
Songo.
Songo, papa.
Tum, chaka, tuku, tuku, cha, chaka, tum.
Songo.
Yeah.
Okay. LP señor.
No, he's gonna teach you.
This is a little like slow down version.
And that's really basic.
Okay. How
It's
does it
okay.
like
It's okay. It's okay. Put the song.
Okay.
Basically, it goes like tuku tata kutu tutum tata kutum tutu tum taka tuku tutum. But then, like the more advanced you get, tum taka tuku taka tuku tukum tata tuku ta. Go on, right? What the fuck?
That is it. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is.
My favorite song of the day. Go on, keep going. Please don't ruin it. No.
The original is on like you can't change it. You can't.
Keep going.
That's nice.
Popular.
Quicker. She's gorgeous. What a beautiful woman.
I like that.
That's the natural progression I would think of. Like, oh, lift the key. Usually for female singers, that's the case, right? So just lift the key, give her a little bit of a brightness to it.
Yeah.
But the original is unmatched, though. That was really, really nice.
Especially it's quite funny, right? Because it's like, it seems the quality of the singers of the past were definitely above and beyond the usual common denominator of the singing quality now.
Anywhere else.
So that's always quite interesting to me because it's like, look, all the cool people I know have come from shit places. They've had really bad childhoods. They've had like difficult upbringings, and they've had to face difficulty strongly
in one way or another.
And now they've become what they are now, right? They're either really wealthy or they're really cool people. They develop really strong personalities, really successful in their own right. And then if you apply that to anything like music, it's like, well, maybe these guys, because they recorded in the most precarious scenarios, they didn't know it at the time. It was the most advanced they had at the time.
That's right.
But because there wasn't much makeup that you could wear on your voice, there wasn't any, autocorrect. There wasn't any, obviously, the whole auto-tune thing. There wasn't much post-production that you could do apart from the fact that was available in an analog recording.
That's right.
In a one live recording with the band. So it's like, maybe because those circumstances, it really forced the skill level to just fucking be beyond to what we are now, thanks to the technological revolution of things. So it's like, there's always that question to me. It's like, were really the singers of the past better? Or are we just shit?
Or, no, I think...
Because of the technological advancements.
I don't think the new generation of singers are bad per se, or are less talented than they once before.
As a common denominator, I'm not saying they're all shit, because there's obviously some outliers out there. Adele, Arijit, Shreya, you have...
some freaks of nature, for sure.
Yeah, Dimash, you know what I mean? It's like you have the freaks of nature, and you have the top sellers as well, which are some of them are great singers, genuinely great singers. So it's like, yeah, I'm not too sure whether it's due to technology or due to what.
Here's my argument. I don't think they as a conglomerate, as a majority, I don't think the singers today are less talented than they were before. They're just lazier, because you don't have to work as hard to get a great result, right? So I don't think they've never had the necessity to push to fight adversity in studio, because you find comfort very easily, so you become very complacent quite quickly.
If you're lazy, though,
yes,
does that mean your skills are undeveloped to your potential because you're lazy?
No, I don't think they're undeveloped.
But you're lazy. You said they're lazy, right?
Yes.
So that means that...
you become complacent. Absolutely.
No. No. That's like a tennis player who's lazy,
yes,
but he's really talented.
Yes.
He's not the best tennis player he can be.
That's right.
So
but the talent is there.
Sure, but he's still not a good tennis player.
My argument is that the talent still... I'm not saying that they're less talented than the ones in the past. I'm saying that they're just not pushing themselves to new boundaries.
Okay, maybe I should have said the skill level, it just seems to be lower nowadays.
That is a fair argument.
As a common denominator.
I would agree that's a fair argument.
Not all of them, because that is obviously wrong. But as a common denominator, the average skill level is definitely a bit lower now than it was in the past.
Let us know what you think.
Yeah,
what is your opinion on that?
Yeah, 2009 vibe. Oh, damn.
Also screams 2009.
It just steroids.
Amp up that kind of percussion to the gills, baby.
Okay. I enjoy this one.
Fire. I like that.
I like that song. Oh, they put it in that movie.
Oh, cool. Oh, that's dope. That's real dope. Look at her hair.
Okay, so they use him as well for different movies.
Right. Sometimes they're done individual as single tracks, and then they're included in movies and become the title track.
That's what that was, because usually Neha isn't in the videos if it's a Bollywood movie, because they were playback singers.
Yes, that's right.
But now in this one, so maybe he was bought by a movie or something. They was asked, "Can we use that song you released in 2015?"
That's awesome.
He's a big wad of cash, you know.
Here's a suitcase with an absurd amount of money.
I'd say, use it,
yeah. Take it.
Yeah. Go on. Should we have some music video?
Yes.
It's a movie.
Right.
Make it brighter, always. Laga buga. Daga laga buga. Daga. Oh, that's that series.
Yes, but here's what I'm talking about. Like, this is when I think revamping the songs gives...
not a bad idea.
It's a beautiful idea. It's a core greatness.
Yeah.
Because it's taking advantage of the atmospheric sounds that you can now amplify in studio that literally 5 years ago you couldn't. And then pay attention to sharpness of sounds.
Maybe not 5 years ago, but definitely 15.
Well, let me tell you, sound engineering has evolved in the last 10 years like nobody's business, right? So
That's pretty fair. I would say, yeah. Yeah, that's true.
So definitely, if you made a song 10 years ago and you want to give it like a new air, remaster it.
Definitely, the quality from 2012 to 2022, it's definitely noticeable.
Yeah.
And here, you can see it's a good example of that. It's like there was missed opportunities in the original track, and then there were sort of maybe opportunities that didn't even come to the original producer, and then you can kind of add color and you can add things, more impact, more arrangements and things.
Without
like
taking away from the original charm of the song.
Yeah,
that
which
was already a hit.
Which is sometimes I'd imagine what some people are going to say, right? It's like, oh, fuck, they completely changed it. That wasn't even what the song is about. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But it's like, I guess that's what makes a good remake. It's like if you maintain the original aspect of things and then you add your own flair, I guess.
That's right.
Donna, oh,
Holy crap! Take it easy, dude.
I like this version.
That's beautiful.
That's London.
That became
Send this.
very popular. In fact, very popular in the 85, in the 80s,
the
right?
resemblance of percussion in South
Actually-
America and India. I think it's probably the other way around. India and South America.
Yes.
I think we must have taken it from somewhere because that shit doesn't make any sense.
It's crazy, right? So it's actually quite interesting because somebody sent me a message on Instagram. By the way, if you want to send any information or request, you can do that to my Instagram at Waleska at WLSK15. But I'm just saying,
Go follow Walucha, guys. Go blow her shit up.
I do read
Make her more
everything.
popular than me. Do it.
Okay.
Plus, it's easy then to look at requests and look at your messages. Sometimes it's hard to look at your lovely messages. But yeah, just feel free to send them to Walucha. She's very active on there, so happy days.
But somebody sent me beautiful information that in the 70s and all the way up to the late 80s, the Hindi music industry was very much Latin influenced in the rhythms, in like the core essence of the rhythms were very much like Latin music is today. So there is this whole argument that where did the rhythms originate from, of course, but I think from music history, like scraping the surface a little bit that I know, I think it most likely originated in India and somehow got translated into the other part of the world and
I don't know.
Evolved.
Yeah, maybe that's correct. Probably
Yeah.
correct. Yeah. Hi, Jonita.
That's really cool. I mean, let us know what you think about that. Oh crap, that's the wrong button.
Yeah, I mean, again, like the interesting thing is what did the community think when these songs were released, and most importantly, if you are kind of part of that demographic that saw the original release happen, and then you sort of also now still follow the music industry closely, and you like these movies and stuff, and then you saw the return and the remake of these songs, what did you think of it? Because at the end of the day, you also have to kind of play tribute to it and play,
Yes.
pay your respects to the original song, because it's kind of like saying, well, I like that so much that I thought I had to revamp it.
That's right. Or that I had to put my own stamp to this.
And it's no wonder that someone like A.R. Rahman, his take on things, and the remake is like, it's probably the most appropriate one, given his pedigree of music. But there were some really good remakes in there. I really liked some of the original ones as well. So let us know your thoughts, guys. And go follow Walucha on Instagram at WLSK15.
That's right.
Goodbye.
Bye.